WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.
I hear a little bit of feedback in the mic.
These charges are not mine.
Hey, welcome to the JBW Web DBWDD.com or RevRevShow.com. Oh, yes! Fucking asinine.
Can you give me a massage? I love you.
Holla at you. Ow! Ooh, girl.
Seriously.
Hello, Papa.
Some shit like that. You gotta do the Rocky Mountain Ride.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck with. Boy. Ain't everybody getting the Rocky Mountain Ride?
WJBW.
Oh, what's up? Welcome back to WJBW. Always happy, proud to present the JB Rev Show. We are here each week talking with talented people. I don't know. I can't hear myself. Wait. Why am
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Wait, I can't. Hello? Testing?
Yeah, you sound just as
Here we go
stupid
again.
as ever.
All right, here we go again. I am JB Webb at Radio JB Webb on the Twitter.
JB.
There we go.
What's
See,
up,
look,
JB?
I can't hear myself. Wait, look. I'm not popping anything. Hold on there, buddy.
Yeah, man. Oh, maybe I can just hear you through the other end. Well,
Listening through the outside.
this is what happens when you take a break.
The house speaker was on. Anyway, there we go. All right, my perception was off. There you go. Maybe that's a good way to start the show.
With your
Welcome
perception
back.
off?
Yeah, well, we took a few weeks off to get a little recalibration.
It seems like a week.
It still sounds like I'm very low. It's still.
Oh.
See, wait, there I am.
There
see,
you
that's what I was
are.
talking about.
All
Okay,
right.
now there I definitely am. What's the matter with you? Starting
I
the
can
show.
hear you.
I was like, I can only hear you. Anyway,
Oh.
this is the JB Rev Show. We do everything live. That was a little sloppy beginning. We've been
Yeah.
off. We've been off for a few weeks. We got the summer tour starting up, so this is a kind of our opening gig from home. We got a great show lined up with a call from a duo called Hudost, and they've got an awesome musical background. Plus, they do some cool activism stuff in their area and around the country. So we're definitely going to talk about that. And then 8 o'clock hour, probably be able to chat with Dave Segal. He recently released a book of bathroom art with Morgan Steele's works kind of being the center point there of that. So, and then maybe a little breaking news about eBay. Your phone calls, 407 906-9328, the Reverend across the way.
Yeah.
How are you?
I could use a
We made
muscle
it.
relaxer.
We made it.
Where'd we go to?
We made it into the show just now.
Oh,
Good
my
job.
muscles are so tense and not relaxed. I need a cock.
Okay. We can fight. We can go that way.
All right.
That's okay. How have you been? I haven't seen you for a few weeks, man. Is that how you're going to start things?
Man,
You
it's been awesome.
separate
I
my...
thought it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah?
But it wasn't
You
really
really enjoyed your
disguise
free time?
for nothing. That was great. Like not having to come over here and
Yeah. Yeah, that was the best part.
every time I leave here, I smell like a wet dog. So, cause
Yeah,
I roll,
that's funny.
Roll around in your bathtub
That's a little...
with the dogs.
Yeah.
And they get wet.
So you get a little clean then. Because you come in smelling like a tribe of buffalo bison.
Yeah. It's a true story.
No. Anyway, you're doing well, though? I haven't seen you for a few weeks. So,
You know.
I mean, we really took some time off, man.
It hasn't been that long.
Can't
We were
mess
here
around
in
with
April.
that shit.
May.
Man. Well, also, too, it's like I realized, hey, this is kind of an important part for me on the weekly basis to talk about other people, praise other people, listen to what the fuck they're doing, and not always be so centered on, what I think I'm doing. But I think what you're doing is changing your headphones around. So how's that? Better?
I can't hear you.
Well, okay.
I need a
It's
cock.
gone?
I need a
Nope.
cock. Hey, all my silver paint huffers out there. You're listening to the JB Rev Show.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Silver paint huffers.
There you go. But that's what I was going to say is I got to redo the opening right?
Right.
We got to change up.
I thought
the
this was
opening,
our last
so
season.
We're going to be no, we're in the summer right now. We're not even into number 9 yet.
Oh, but number 9's gonna be last.
Number 9 might be the last. Yeah, might get up out to there. So you say, make it happen.
Make it.
There you go.
Shake and bake.
Well, I think it's important to have an open voice and an open democracy, kind of a free speech platform. So we try to do that each week.
Plenty of people doing that.
I think it's a part of how democracy
This
works.
isn't a Tom and Dan.
I don't. What? Yeah, we can play like some whatever social media. What's on here? Everybody's got a Facebook Live show now. I mean, that's all the rage, right? You got to kind of do that. I like I love the coughing.
Yeah.
That's great. Woo. The coughing. Good job.
Man, that's good stuff right there.
Fine production.
Tell you what.
Thanks.
Woo. That's Facebook Live for you. Can't do nothing about it.
I guess so.
Let's prepare some food
What are you talking about?
on Facebook Live.
Oh, yeah. You want to do that?
We should do that every Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think there's someone else that does that.
Well, I think no, but the point is every show has a show. It's like such a crazy phenomena, day that we live in, where it's like you have a radio show, but you also have, a podcast that is just your radio show, or vice versa. So, I mean, it's all within the realm of reality that. People are centralized with their podcasts. They listen to their little areas. There's all these charts, that have been around for years and years and years that rate, based on popularity. So it's a great way to get your message out and try to talk with people in a, specific way. But again, that's maybe why I'm happy that, for, a good almost a decade, that's what I feel like I've been doing here, is talking with people and learning about people. So,
right.
Anyway, what is it? Original music submission at wjbwnetworks.com. That's email address. You can send us music. And what else? Hold on. The Kush Ultra Lounge. Now, are you going to be out there?
I'll be out there. I'll be there Saturday. Saturday night. You got Friday. That way you get 2 days off in a row.
Oh, they don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll give them.
You had that Saturday and that Sunday where you won't have to work. Well, technically, you're working up until Saturday morning.
Right.
So, there's that.
Well, no big deal. Anyway, all this stuff going in the world today is just ridiculous. It's almost too much, right?
What's going on?
I mean, all this news, this uproar, all of this sensation of, the border, the immigration border patrol deal with the separation of the parents and the children.
North Korea, you mean?
They might do it there as well, but
I thought that went pretty well.
The North Korea summit. Well, a lot happened, I guess, since we've not been around here. So
yeah,
but we don't talk about that kind of stuff anyway. But
we're not going to war with the kooks.
Why do you want to go to war?
I don't. I said we're not.
You're talking about war.
Talking to the nukes, the kooks,
right?
The geeks and the chinks and the.
Wow. You just said
everything.
You just said the C word. Now we're getting shut down.
We're getting shut down.
Yeah.
Down to the ground. All right. So until next week, we're going to be at Maxine's on Shine.
Yeah, next week.
Looking forward to seeing you guys there.
All right.
All right.
There you go. That was the show. Hold on.
I'm act like Jill and bust out of here.
Yeah. Do you want to act like Jill?
Yeah. You know what? I'm out of here.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. You got that clip lined up?
No, I don't.
Oh man,
I wish I did.
That would be good. Yeah, we got some clips. I'll tell you what.
WJBW.
Maybe that's where it's at.
Party at AK's house.
The revolution has begun.
Google that right now.
And now,
Seriously.
breaking news badly.
Yes, I do, man.
Okay. All right.
Best part.
This is the best part.
Big disco biscuit.
big nice Oreo at any truck stop he goes to. Yeah.
Anyway, so there you go. Here we go again.
Nice.
A little reprieve mentally, but I guess where I was trying to go there in the opening is,
JB Show.
No, don't do it in person. Hold on. I got to spread a friend's ashes out, and it really meant a lot to me. It kind of touched me. Just the whole when you do something like that, it's very tapping into kind of this whole sense of, hey, everything's fleeting. We're all fleeting. We can accomplish something while we're here, and that's what you can do. It's like you got to make, do, and do and make. There you go. Make, do and make.
So
there you go. I'm writing a book.
Were they like in a plastic bag?
Oprah, hold on. Oprah, the Reverend is talking to me. Oprah, go ahead, Rev.
Were the rashes like in a plastic bag? Like in the block? What were they in?
What? They can't. Yeah, well, you got them out of a vending machine, obviously, and they were in that little circle ball thing. They would put that little.
That's cool.
Plastic with a little lid.
Was
those?
Just
those were
Capaldi
so
there?
dangerous. They were like
Was Polly there?
jagged glass.
Was just Capaldi there?
No, I don't think so. Later in the later thing, yeah.
What later thing?
The later thing at the Hideaway.
Did you do the later thing?
I had to drive. Yes, I was the responsible parent. Anyway, here we go again. Hashtag.
Yeah, let's do another plug, man. It's
what?
great. Well,
You don't know what you're talking about? Anyway, seeing kind of being reminded that we're all temporary, kind of into dust.
I'm here forever.
You're going to be eternal.
JB Show.
Yeah. Of course you are. Okay.
I'm immortal, dude.
Well, I hope so. I hope you are.
Man.
You got to carry on the
I'm
legacy.
going to die. I feel great all the time.
Isn't that funny? You never really think, you don't think that, but.
I think I'm going to die every day.
Oh.
For real, I do. That is a fact, Jack.
So, you really do?
Yeah, dude. I'm in lots of pain all the time.
I'm so sorry.
Seriously.
I wish I had that.
Google that right now.
Holla at you.
Where is
True, though. I don't feel good. Like right now,
Exorcism.
I'm really hurting right now. My arm's killing me.
What do you think it is? The posture of the chair? Do you need to get up and walk around? Why don't you get up and walk around?
No.
Hold on, Rev.
No.
Wait.
Get up and walk around. Here, let's try this. Oh.
Take your trousers off. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Feels
Is that
good.
better posture? There you go. Yeah, control your posture. Don't worry. All right. Well,
fire.
let me make sure I got this call coming in. Hold
My
on.
arm's on fire.
Okay. Is it really?
Yeah.
You stop. You're scaring me. All right.
Serious.
Seriously?
For real. What is that noise?
I think it's you, buddy.
Is it me? Oh, it is me. It's me tapping the wire.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you got a little drum thing going.
I
there.
do, man.
And that's kind of our next
That's
guest.
our next guest. It's going to be a drum show.
A very tribal kind of music.
called Gluge.
Kind of sound. No, they're called Hudost. They're not called Gluge.
They're called Cluj.
Did
Did you see Cluj is coming with Bughead? Bughead.
Yeah,
You know who Bughead is, right?
I do.
I do.
Yes, I do, man.
I do.
Yeah, I do know. So Nathan, he's coming.
Nathan Adams, that's right. Got that one. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Maybe you might want to. Maybe you should break to a 10-minute song or something.
The Reverend.
I'll get up and walk around.
Get feeling good. You gonna go walk around?
Oh, man. I really am hurting.
Well, do you need to take a break? I mean, let me.
Yeah, that's why I said I want to play a song.
All right, let me find something here real quick.
Man, this
Hoping
show
they
is
don't
just
call in
catching
at
on
this exact
fire.
moment like they're supposed to, and then,
Then they'll have to wait because
Yeah.
they're late.
what?
Better cut the gate. 10-4 out the door.
Oh snap! That's some straight up
Gangster rap.
stroke talk right there.
Yeah.
What is that?
Gangster rap
Are you
right
okay?
there. I don't know, man. I'm always feeling like I'm going to die.
Okay, man, you're really scaring me.
Everyone
now.
you know one day will die.
Okay, This is not even a good way to... Welcome back. It's our summer tour. Hashtag here we go again.
Hey, welcome back.
We're going to do 9 dates out
No,
eventually.
we're not. We're not gonna get
it's
that
Maxine's. This is the first of 9.
Number 1.
Maxine's. And in
we got that dancer girl.
July, we
what
got
was her name?
3. July, we got 3 dates lined up. In August, probably about 3 also.
Oh, yeah. And then we got that dude.
And then we're taking
What
off
was that
until
dude's name?
September 20th or so, and then starting season 9. So that's how that flow
The
goes.
end of September, actually, you'll
So,
appreciate this.
okay.
September 28th, it's a Friday. I'm actually flying out to L.A. Going to see a concert.
That'll be lovely.
Yeah,
When is it?
it's September 28th in L.A.
Okay.
Going to see a little band called, you might have heard of them. No, you probably have no idea who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But they're called the Presets.
Oh, snap. Are you serious?
Yeah, L.A., September 28th.
Damn.
Flying out to see them.
Do that.
True story.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. It's my birthday.
There you go. There's a
Weekend.
synth clap for you.
It's pretty cool, though, huh?
I like it.
Their new radio, their new album's good.
Well, now you're all chatty, Kathy. I got rolling into a song. Panadu, bring in the light. It's the JB Rep Show. Will be back. Welcome back, WJBW. Always proud
Keeping it together.
to present the JB Rev Show. We talk with talented people all across the country doing cool things. We try to center on Orlando here, but once in a while we get to reconnect with somebody. I think he has ties, but on the phone with us is part of Hudost. It is Jamal Wade Hines. How the hell you doing, brother? Thank you so much. Welcome to the call. You are in this group, and how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm in Canada, but, I grew up in Florida.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I wanted you to confirm that out of the gate. Okay, so cool. So
there's a lot in common with Florida and Canada.
Yeah. Well, no, and I know...
Maple syrup?
What?
Yeah.
Spring break? Yeah, there you go.
Mounties?
Right. Thank you. All right. He was like on the brink of not feeling good. Now he's come back with
feeling
sarcasm.
the alcohol's finally hit me.
Okay, well, just relax over there, Reverend. On the line, Jamal Wade Hines. Like I said, Hudost is the band. They are behind the One cause as well, so we'll talk about that maybe a little bit down the line. But I know that you have roots in guitar. I think were you a part of Primal Scream?
What?
You mean from
like the
Primal
Daytona?
Scream, Primal Eye? You mean I wasn't from
Primal
Primal Scream?
Yeah, I was going to say Primal Scream. Now get the hell out of here.
No.
UK.
Primal Eye, is that what it was? Oh, it was it was with Jamie. It was out of
why don't you let him answer?
I was friends with Jamie. I was never a part of Primal Eye. But I grew up in Gainesville, so I was part of the Gainesville punk rock scene. And
like Tom Petty.
In the late 80s and stuff like that, yeah. And part of the 90s scene as well there. So,
so Simon's.
For like 30-something years.
Did you ever go to Simon's, Jamal?
Yeah, I went to Simon's back in the day.
So we're talking
in the early
to
days.
druggie.
No. All right.
No more drugs on the show. Okay, Jamal? All right.
Yeah, that's kind of the first thing you think about when you think of Simon's, isn't it?
Well, that and then...
What is happening?
Simon.
Okay. All right. The Reverend over there. He's a little too loud.
Yeah,
Let's
Jamal,
make our
just messing
caller
around.
a little louder here. Hold on.
There we go.
So, all right. So, there we go. All right. So, you grew up kind of Gainesville area, more punk rock kind of a deal.
In the late 80s, and then I kind of started getting into the psychedelic, the 90s kind of.
Simon's.
It was a psychedelic decade, so, like following the Grateful Dead around. And
No way.
And, getting into stuff like that. So I was kind of in a progressive psychedelic band in the 90s.
Wow. Not Primal
And played
Scream.
a lot of world music and stuff, too.
Very cool. Very cool indeed.
So, and that kind of goes to say, with Hudost, there's a very incredible synergy there with Moixka and yourself, and, her voice is incredible. But, what I think is interesting is kind of the pairing of, Western and Eastern kind of sensibilities with music, right? Because you're still in there, contributing on the guitar, quite eloquently. But I guess the question is, to where you are now, did you kind of always see things going in that direction, or growing up kind of punk, were you had more different aspirations, or?
I've always just wanted things to be big.
Right.
I've always been, even when I was into punk, I was still into stuff like U2 and Prince and Duran Duran and bigger, arena stuff. I'm all over the place, so I've always just liked eclectic music and pop music and world music. So, I've always been all over the map, so that's what I like to do. And Moksha has, sings in like 12 different languages and grew up, learning Indian and Macedonian and Georgian music and stuff like that. So, we kind of blend all those things together. And we still get pretty noisy live and punky live sometimes. And
that's great.
Type thing. So, it's all, I love it. I think it's great.
Well, Of Water and Mercy is the album and campaign. You guys are on tour now. You said you're in Canada. Wait, is you're up in Canada right now? What's going on?
Yeah, Moksha is. She just walked in the room. I'll give you to her in a minute. She's from Canada.
Oh, great.
She grew up in Montreal and everything. So, but we just kicked off our summer tour. Actually, we're kicking it off on Friday. We're playing a festival in the Berkshires, but we're going to a U2 show. We work for Bono's organization, One. So we're going to the Boston U2 show coming up here on Thursday, too, and then we're going to be on the road for about 3 months while we're working on our new record and working on our new campaign for our new record.
Yeah, and you really have some acclaimed individuals that are working, collaborating, or have worked and collaborated. I mean, as far as I saw in some different posts and articles and things of that nature, and that's why I guess we really like to emphasize and talk about people that are persevering and trying to do something that's optimistic. So, I mean, the music definitely. What kind of reactions do you get? Do you play specific areas that are more inclined to receive this, or what is the general? Given that in some parts of America it can be like, what? What'd you say? And so how is it received? How is the music
received? But we're pretty. Since we do a lot of English music and world music, we're able to kind of morph it according to where we are sometimes. And, so like we play folk, we play outdoor concert series. We can go play a folk festival. We can play a spiritual festival. We can play a jam band festival, and kind of morph into what they're doing, but still stick out. But there have definitely been some pockets where they're like, you said El Allah, what? Like,
oh, right.
Like, how you dare you chanting Allah here? But it's very, It's very infrequent. A lot of times we can get people chanting and singing along to things. They don't know what it is they're saying, but they just know that the vibes are good.
Well, that's nice. Well, no doubt. Speaking with
Jamal. Hey, Jamal, so you're going to see U2 in Boston this Thursday, day after tomorrow?
Yes. Yeah, well, we just saw them recently in Nashville, too. But, yeah, like I said, we work Bono has an organization called the One Campaign, which is a organization that helps fight extreme poverty. And we work. It's not an organization that asks for money. We actually get people's voices, and Moksha and I we live in Kentucky, which is and we're the congressional representatives for Kentucky for the One Campaign. So we have relationships with our senators and our congressmen, and we get certain bills to get passed to help different things, and with foreign aid and with ending HIV/AIDS, and we bring these things to our senators and congressmen, and we've gotten some of the only bipartisan bills passed in the last few years, which as you probably know, that rarely happens right now in the divided climate. So, but
it's an uphill, greasy. It's an uphill, greasy hill. And it's also on fire.
These kind of issues should not be partisan at all.
There you go. Not, human issues. Yeah. Hello. We already fought this war. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah, you're right. No, and now more than ever, it is very important that people kind of know how to bond together and speak up, because we're talking about Space Force, but by God, we got hungry people, and there's stuff going on this planet that's still screwed up. So at any rate,
it's absurd. We're putting people in cages, but by all means, let's get space cadets and Space Force.
Well,
but can I pass you on to Moksha for just a little moment?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, all right. This will be exciting. All right, cool. Moksha.
Hold on,
all right,
I'll be back.
So now there's a little pause in between there, and he's coming back to us in a little bit. Oh my God, how you doing? Thanks so much.
How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. Thanks so much for being able to join us. The very talented Moksha Hudost. We'd love to hear a little quick kind of crash course about your background. Right now, y'all are in Canada, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm from here. I'm born and raised here, so I'm a foreign alien in the U.S. when I lived there. So we're currently up here, and he probably told you we're doing a bunch of festivals, touring up here, which will be super fun. So we're getting to do festivals every weekend and be with my family while we're here, which is great.
Oh, that's perfect.
That is awesome.
Yeah, because there's probably just the perfect temperature going on up there. I can only imagine we're in Florida, where it's all swampy hot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Swampy hot.
Yeah, but it was 98 today.
Up north, the summers are gorgeous, right? So, so you were from there, and so that area is kind of like, I don't know if you've ever been to Orlando where they have the Fringe. Every year, but they kind of put on a lot of festivals. Is it seasonal like that, or?
It's kind of crazy up here because there are a ton of festivals, but because it's not as wide a window in terms of the season for festivals, they're all crammed in. So it's constant. There is constant stuff happening. every minute there's at least a few different festivals in every place that you are. So
wow, all the venues are constantly
super fun
booked.
to be up here, and also a great place to tour in the summertime.
No doubt. How long have you been practicing music?
Oh, well, I guess the question is full-time. Full-time ever since 2006. But I've been practicing it my entire life, really and truly. I started studying when I was like 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
Studying piano for many years, and then, ventured into voice when I started to take it seriously in my teens. And, of course, did deeper and deeper studies with that as the years went on. And then working with Jamal was really a turning point for me in some ways, because I had been very much more in the classical and world vein, and working with him kind of tapped into, it's like world and classical meets punk rock, slash folk. So it was a wonderful
elements.
way of pushing each other, getting both of us to learn new ways of working and thinking musically, working together.
And people can go to, is it Hudost.com, I think y'all have?
Yeah, exactly. Hudost.com.
Yeah. So what's the name? Is there any origin of the name?
Yeah, it's actually a Turkish greeting, and that's some of my background musically, and also just in terms of where we've explored and toured, and it means who is like the Turkish Om kind of thing, where it's the breath and sound of all of the divine, and Dost is the true friend. So it's the true friend of that shared breath and sound. Beautiful.
Well, and you do have a miraculous voice, and it's awesome to hear kind of the layers you're peeling back with the rich history that you have just in general of being a world traveler. And I guess in saying that, you're probably qualified enough to say, you've experienced a lot of, different countries and areas. Is there really tension kind of real between Canada, recently here with all these hijinks going on? Are people still, able to kind of see through that and bond together, or can you see the ripple?
That's a good question. I don't feel like I can speak necessarily as a Canadian rep. I think a lot of people find it really disheartening. Yeah. I think there's been a long-standing thing of having a certain amount of camaraderie, and I think that feels really pushed. That feels very questioned. Right. And from a personal perspective, I think it's really unnecessary questioning. I think that this time more than any, there should be a continued friendship that develops and expands. And it's crazy, some of the stuff that's happening. I feel like there's almost an intention for disruption of that. And I won't say,
No, I feel
point fingers or name names or anything like that.
Yeah, but we totally get it here. We understand.
It's unfortunate for the many years of camaraderie that have been worked at by previous leaders.
Well, and in saying all of that, you guys with the music, you stay definitely more spiritual. So, and I think through that, though, there's, a rock solid set of beliefs, that should be inherent across the earth. So I think it's beautiful. You're also working with the One organization to get that kind of, oh yeah, you're welcome. So traveling around the country, I mean, obviously there's homeless, desperate, poor people everywhere. But maybe talk a little bit about that experience real quick, and then we can pop back over. We're going to play the live. What is it? I love this one. Hold on, I can't even. Qual Tirana.
Cool, great, yeah. So I would love for you to play that.
Yeah, so we're going to play that after.
To answer your question, the new album that we're doing the campaign for right now. I think it really reflects that very thing of what the combination of touring and doing the nonprofit work that we've been doing has brought up in us in terms of questions and in terms of almost like emotional and artistic reflection upon that very thing. the whole thing of extreme poverty, it's everywhere. There are areas where it's highly concentrated, and the impact that it has on people is one that truly can be resolved. So much can be resolved through people of extreme poverty having access to proper education, having there be the same kind of opportunities in terms of even the option of loans for building of businesses and things like that. There are groups that just don't have the same kind of access that we are capable of having. And so a big part of it is resolution can come through opportunity.
Yeah.
And especially as I said, through education.
Well,
and a key part of it is, too, that whether we like it or not, it's less here in North America, but much more so in other places where there is a sexism of poverty, where girls and women have far less access to things like education and job opportunities. And there's a lot that can be resolved through that. And there's, in terms of the people who could receive those opportunities, there's tremendous eagerness. So,
right. No, that's well said. Well said, my friend. Moksha. Hudost is the band, and very much a deserving cause that you're both working towards, and with this organization and with your music too. And congrats on the tour. Enjoy the heck out of that.
Thanks.
Hey, so what I wanted to do is see if we could, I didn't know if Jamal wanted to come back and button anything up, but we're going to run into this track. We got a caller scheduled a little bit later, so I don't want to rush anything, but we love to hear this kind of thing because this is what we do every week, is learn about people. Like, I try to authentically be curious and loving, so it's
awesome.
it's a great kind of a little, beacon, I'll say, kind of what you shared with us. So we appreciate that, and we want to encourage people, go to Hudost.com, and did Jamal want to come back, did he say?
Sure, yeah, and also I'll just say, if people want to learn about the current album as well, which is quite a serious stepping stone for us into the mainstream world, the campaign is on Pledge Music, so if they just go to pledgemusic.com/Hudost, Hudost, they can learn more and watch our little video where if it wasn't for my appearance because of my ridiculous jokes, you would probably think I was like a man from the Bronx.
Okay, what does that mean? That's weird. That sounds like a joke the Reverend would have made. I don't get it. Well, what is it? No, but that's funny.
Hi, I'm an uncle from the Bronx. I'm in my 60s, so you can check it out in our video.
Okay,
awesome.
I'll ask,
and go to Hudost.com for
so
that.
You can see if there's anything
thank you so much. You're definitely
Thank
incredibly
you so much for
talented.
taking the time to talk to us
you
today.
rock. Thank you so much, Moksha.
All right. Have a good one.
There she goes. All right, wonderful. That was incredible. We got to, wait till you hear her vocals, brother. I swear. Jamal, my friend, hello, sir.
Hello again.
Hello, good man. So
Hey.
I thought you said you'd be back, so I didn't know if you were going to come back before we closed it out. Was that correct?
Oh, I'm open to whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
all
just
good.
the dynamics of everything. We would have just closed it with her, but I thought you wanted to come back. But at any rate, okay, so we're going to kind of tie this up into, a beautiful little bow here and go into this track.
Can I say one more thing before we
that's
tie
what
it?
I wanted.
Can I help tie it in a bow?
Yeah, please, let's do it. I'm holding my finger.
Just as we were mentioning our work with the One campaign, people want to find out about the One campaign besides obviously our own fundraising campaign, but you can go to one.org, and also our campaign, there's a portion of proceeds of anything that we bring in through our album campaign that we're donating to another organization called Bloodwater. It's all on the site, bloodwater.org, and they help build clean water wells in Africa. And the guy from Jars of Clay, Dan Hasseltine, the lead singer of Jars of Clay, he's helping co-produce our record, and that's his organization. So
nice.
They're really, awesome. The Jars of Clay people are really awesome human beings. So doing good work in the world.
Yeah, they kind of had that big blow-up song about the flood, I think it was.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was their first record. Like,
yeah, that was like on fire.
Right?
Yeah, that was like, oh my goodness, it's wonderful. And but anyway, yeah, I think that as we go along, it's amazing. I think of that. What was that? 93 or something? By God, 95.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't even know. Anyway, when I think about that,
Adrian Belew, from King Crimson Talking Heads, produced that song.
Really. Yeah.
Strangely enough, yeah.
Oh, interesting. How do you know that? Anyway, all right.
I'm the musicologist, but yeah, I know. I mean, those guys, they're really good, and they've kind of, a lot of people see them. Oh, they're a Christian band. They're Christians, but they're not like, they're like kind of like U2. They're like Christians that are doing, actually, not the bad word Christian, that's becoming. They just live it in the world,
Your music kind of comes across Christian as well, in some points.
Well, we're more interfaith. We try to honor all religions and paths, but then again, I think that's probably what Jesus hung out with everybody. So I don't think Jesus would be converting people. I think he would be hanging out with the Muslims and hanging out with the Buddhists and the pagans, and everybody would be.
Yeah, right. Here we go.
Hanging out together.
Oh, no.
I mean, just the fact that you bring up Jesus.
You crescendoed
is
that.
Very Christian of you.
Well, that, Well, there you Okay, all right.
Well, no, I'm saying.
Are you the Reverend? He's the Reverend.
I am the Reverend.
All right.
So
that's a good bow tie on the whole thing.
Yeah, I like that. You're right. And, we want to congratulate you guys on the tour, encourage people to go check out at Hudost.com everything that you're doing with the Pledge album and the work with one.org. Jamal Wade Hines and Moksha. How do you pronounce her last name? So I'm good.
Moksha, Moksha Summer with an O. Moksha Summer.
Moksha Summer.
Cool.
Wow, what a glorious name.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, you guys are incredible. We're going to roll into this track. We're going to stream it live from YouTube, so I'll like the video, share it out there, and let me see if I can start this up. All right, buddy, so we're going to drop the call with you. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
All right, listen to this DJB Rep Show. We'll be back. Bye, bye, bye.
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.
Wow. That was something. That was Hudost, and wow, pretty. That's pretty. I liked it. It was world. It was. It was like so evoking, almost of. I don't know. It was haunting, almost to a degree. But anyway, the JB Rev Show. That's what we do every single week. Talk with talented people. And hold on. See, am I up again? Hold on. Hit this thing. Hold on. Tap that. All right. There. No. All right. There you go. I still feel like I can't hear out of both ears.
Well, me too.
Do you feel like that? I felt like that whole thing was in mono, not stereo. Anyway, now I guess I'm there. All right, my voice is there now. Anyway, like I said, we do everything out of love every single week. Try to broadcast live, talk with talented people. Let me see if I can get this going here. Hold on. I think I forgot to. I had to shut the phones down. There we go.
You did?
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. We got phones back up. All right. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hey. How you doing?
What's up?
I like your music.
That was horrible.
That was really bad.
It was really bad. I don't know. Don't even want to try. All right. We're hanging up on you, caller. Sorry.
Here, you need to get a button.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
Says that.
Nobody wants to talk to you, caller. Anyway, yeah, all out of love. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
I'm so lost without you.
Do they still have? They're still doing soap operas, right? They still happen.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I was watching one today. It was really good. One Life to Live is still on, and it's blowing up, man.
I don't know what that means.
One Life to Live. That's the name of the soap opera.
Oh,
it's very good. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And they keep updating the characters. What? What's happening? What?
I'm doing this new Russian thing.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Oh, you're transmitting something out there to people?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just to communicate with the peeps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, a little bit after 8 o'clock. Hold on. I think we got the microphones. Is this right? I mean, I just feel like I'm there. I don't know. What is it? I just feel like I'm not sounding right. Anyway, what is this?
I'm just over here making sure the microphone works. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I don't know what's happening.
You don't, do you? It's good stuff right there, man.
Is that your revelation this week?
That's it. How did you know?
Is that what it is?
That is my Russian revelation.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Oh, let's just try to call him. Hold on. Let's see if he has the same. Hold on. Let's see if this still works. Hold on. All right. So there we go. All right. Top of the hour. We got. Okay. Oh, it's remember you're bored when you used to have one?
Nope.
All right.
You're great. Really? Is there a pop-up hospital here? I feel a sympathy rose coming out. Oh. Can you stay one more day and watch Of course.
Calling our guest, Dave Segal. Apparently he put a book together. I don't know if there's any...
I don't know if he did anything.
Yeah, no, he did. He did. Hey, is this Dave?
No.
Dave?
No, he did. He did.
Hey, I don't know if he did or not, dude. Did he do it?
That
I don't
shit
know.
was dumb
This is
before.
perfect.
Did he do
Perfect
it?
He
way.
didn't do that
Is he going to do it?
I don't know. Is he
What?
doing
He
it?
should've
What's he
done
doing?
it.
Oh, my God.
Well, hey,
It is.
I feel like I'm under some sort of hallucinogen. It's wonderful.
Hey, brother. It is Dave Segal, local legend Reconnect. Was in town for a little bit, doing some badass stuff, released a book. We're going to talk about that. Morgan Steele art from bathrooms and whatnot. But how the hell are you doing, brother? Good to hear your voice.
I'm just dandy. Dandy.
All right.
I'm just dandy. All right. Well, good. Good. So it's cool to reconnect with you. I wish I could have seen you. I will apologize I missed you, but tell us a little bit about this. Of course, tell us a little bit about this effort, because basically, from what I understand, you, and again, it goes without saying, man, you are the pioneer documenter of Orlando art and music. So hats off to you for that. If people don't know, listen to the last, episodes. We tried to interview you about the, bootleg TV, the whole history there. But you put out this book, and basically, I believe it's little snapshots of Morgan's artwork in public bathrooms and whatnot. Or correct me if I'm wrong, or give us some color around this project.
All right, I'm going to correct you because you're wrong.
Yes,
but,
please.
Well, what else is new there, Dave?
No, all right, here's the lowdown with the hoedown. Through many years of documenting all these crazy rock and roll groups and traveling wherever and whenever, I've always noticed that there's always unique bathroom graffiti. Yeah. We can all attest to that, I'm sure. And I started taking pictures of it way back when we used to have cameras that had a stuff on it. It's stuff in it called film.
Yeah.
So I started back then, probably 20 some odd years ago, back and forth from club to club. And as I traveled north and south to my parents' house in the Northeast, up and down I-95, right. South of the border, you name it, every funky little truck stop between here and Kalamazoo, even though that's a completely different part of the nation.
That's Michigan.
Anyway. I just caught a whole bunch of them, and after not too long, I had an amazing collection of them.
Incredible.
I always had intentions of putting them together in some sort of organized fashion, and I needed some sort of glue, some cohesion to have it all, come together.
Right.
And during my time in Orlando, I have great friends with a lot of amazing artists, and one of them being Morgan Steele.
Yeah.
I felt that Morgan Steele's artwork, if anybody's, is the perfect cohesion for this thing, to be put together. So I approached Morgan with the idea. He thought it was great. Morgan Steele was a huge, graffiti artist in bathrooms. If you ever been to Will's or anywhere else, he was. Matter of fact, in Orlando at the Austin Coffee House, he did an entire bathroom, and it's now being preserved for his, for his memory and for his art for years to come.
Yeah. Awesome.
But bottom line is, I said to him, hey, here's the project. I want some, doodles or what have you that you think would look cool or would remind you of bathroom graffiti. And he, showed up one day. He was doing another project in my house, and he had several pages of the doodles. I said, that's it, man. That's perfect. And I took those doodles. Well, I guess fast forward a few years. The project was kind of stagnant as I did other things for many years. And it wasn't until, sadly, Morgan's passing a couple years ago that another great friend of mine and ours, Jackson, was also another wonderful friend of Morgan's. He told me, he said, and to finish this project now. I mean, you just got to do it.
Right.
And I agreed. And then, sadly enough, Jim, took off on us.
Well,
and that was it. The fuse was lit, and I said, as a memory of them both and in honor of them both, I just had to get it done. And then I pushed to get it done. I got a date at Will's to do this show, a couple months ago. Heidi was kind enough to fit me in for a pop-up show, and that was my deadline to get it done. The book I got done is pretty much just the first version of it. Of course, we're going to modify it with more material along the way.
Well, it's a cool. It's very cool. It's called Stall Art: Tales from the Crapper collection. A collection of bathroom graffiti by Dave Segal, illustrating by Morgan Steele. And I love how you're keeping the brothers alive, man, because, like I was saying earlier in this episode, it's like when you can, think, hey, we're all just, here and gone. And if you're creating stuff and it leaves behind and it touches people, man, that's the most beautiful thing about existing. But I know that you're a true pioneer of documenting, and you're up north now. You're living in Jersey or New York?
I'm omnipresent, man.
You're
through
okay.
You, through
yes.
everything.
There
I
you are.
Here, there, and everywhere.
You are all right.
But
so
at
never
this
pin
very
you down.
moment, you're not Uranus. My anus is sitting here in wonderful, beautiful, somewhat Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
okay.
man. That is
You think so?
Cool.
Oh, man.
You want to trade with me?
Well, listen, I don't know.
England,
It's probably better temperature right by off the ocean
you
there.
at the
At least
Actually,
you got
I
that.
came back.
place.
Well, it is usually, but right now it's a nice armpity
really?
mugginess.
You're
But
getting some
it's
Florida.
Not that bad.
Yeah, Florida swamp up there. Anyway, talking with Dave Segal, again, recent author, curator of Orlando's art and music scene for years, and Bootleg TV. Is it bootleg.tv? Is that site still up and running? People, because I see archives out.
Technically, my moniker these days is Bootleg Television with blankets, all of my ideas, but that you can get to anything that I do, from my photography work to my documenting work to my film and video. But I have bootlegtv.org for the actual TV show, and for this project, I have stallart.net. And the Stall Art thing, not to go back to that, but the ultimate goal of the Stall Art project is to have an ongoing collection of them. I'm on the website. I'm going to have it enabled where people can send in their favorite versions of what have you. And eventually I'm going to make everything available to people, as far as like we're going to start printing some of these things on T-shirts
Like
and
create
make
a-
posters and kind of just keep the whole thing going like that. So it's bigger than just a one-time deal.
Yeah, no, that's good. So it's kind of launching.
I don't know if that explains it.
No, it is. It's a good explanation.
Yeah, for sure. So it's kind of a launching point.
And one more thing is so people understand, as far as like people that do and do not know Morgan,
Right.
It's not. He didn't illustrate the book. The book is basically all the bathroom graffiti images that I've collected. What I did was I incorporated his artwork that he made for us. There's like almost in every image, you'll see a tiny little bit of Morgan in it, and all his images are superimposed over the other images.
So you're just putting his stuff in there. Yeah, but what were some of the most, I know it was over 20 years, but were there some really crazy-ass bathrooms where you're like, I can't believe this is a fucking bathroom?
It smell like.
And not necessarily anybody locally, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, bad bathroom.
Well, south of the border and anything around south of the border has always been quite unique.
Scary.
You can see going through different states and different mindsets. We would go between
Cafe
grooviness
Risque
to a lot of hate type stuff. I originally was going to have a chapter called Haters, because there's a lot of hate out there, and I thought at the last minute that nobody needs to see any more of this crap.
Right.
So I nixed that. I had a chapter called OG for, original gangsters. That as well, I felt no need for any negativity, so we niched that out. But yeah, everywhere, I'd say that the most unique places, are like, music, venues like Will's Pub in Orlando, Florida, or coffee houses where they give people free reign to express themselves.
Cafe Risque in Gainesville, man. It's a good
Well, yeah, that's all your Duty and Fecal artwork.
Off the truck
but
stop.
Yeah.
Truck
stop.
Strip joint. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, I think what's great about this is, again, I look at it like you're saying. It's really more of a vehicle. It's giving you
it's like a Dodge.
giving you kind of a way to, and I'd even love to, make sure that, other folks who have kind of passed on, have a little bit of that. Because when you're thinking about the bathroom and the stickers and everything that's up there, that's the last, free
thinking about love.
Free speech billboard out there. People put their stickers.
Well, you're right. And then what I wrote in the book, that anybody's an artist on a bathroom wall, and it doesn't mean that it's good art, bad art, and definitely it just means that, you put something up there for people to think about, and they do. That's art, man.
Hey, man, if you
think about something.
If you give an F about art, it spells fart.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I think you did that
I read that in the bathroom stall.
You know what I read in the bathroom stall about you, my friend?
My phone number.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jerry. For a mediocre time.
You're a great guy.
Man, I'm a good time. That's what it says. For a good time,
For
let's
a
get my
passive
number.
aggressive time call.
Yeah, man.
Serious, man. Give art to death.
But
Jackson would say, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Rock on, brother.
Yeah, man.
No doubt. Well, see again, and I'd love to see you do something with Jim stuff involved. But you know what's cool too is that whole Lennon tribute. I see that coming back in a big way. But anyway, I think you know what you're doing is incredible, man. We wanted to throw some love and support, even though I didn't get to see you. You were here. That's my bad. But next time you're in town, we'll make an effort to definitely connect. I invite you here. Yeah, you come for a meal or something. Give you a home away from home
or
atmosphere.
in Jerry's case, you can come over for a meal.
Yeah.
Well, if you want sausage,
what?
You know what I'm saying, smoked.
Doesn't
come
know
on
what he's
over,
saying.
man. It's gonna be
That's
awesome.
the worst gay flirting.
We'll do it.
Gay
Big
people
old
are tuning out. They're like,
do
oh my
barbecue.
god,
Quaaludes
he
and
is
radio
not
don't
even
mix, guys.
good.
Come on, man.
Oh man, come on, man. Don't throw me under the bus like that, man. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Quaaludes are good, bro.
There you go. Okay, I don't know how we're talking about Quaaludes. Anyway,
because
on the
man,
line-
you gotta be on them to
Dave
talk
Segal.
about them. That's
okay,
why.
Dave Segal, multiple drug
Yeah.
references. Thank you.
Do something.
We love you, buddy. Again, is there a good place you'd want to point people? I know. Do you have a page set up? Is there a site? Go to Bootleg Television or what's the best place?
You can go to stallart.net for this project. You can go to bootlegtv.org for the Bootleg Television TV show, and then bootlegtelevision.com is all of my work together.
Nice.
Okay. Very cool. So, you rock, brother. All right, hang on the line there with us. We're going to bust away and keep the funky vibe moving. It is the JB Rev Show hashtag. Here we go again. The JB Rev Show. I'm a referee now. All right. See you.
Baby, you got something that just makes me wanna scream. Body of a goddess, want that thing on top of me. You, I want it. I won't stop until I get it. Girl, what I wanna do to you, that's right. Ooh, I'm up in this funky groove all night long. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. get down and girl, I know you've seen. Watch I get down and girl, I know you've seen. I know I can funk you better, baby. Watch how I get down and girl, I know you'll see. I know I can funk you better, better, baby. Make up your mind. I know I can funk you better, baby. Watch how I get down and girl, I know you'll see. I know I can funk you better, better, baby. Make up your mind. Dance. Oh, let's funk.
WJBW.
The electronics are so predominant that people would really prefer that.
And now, breaking news badly.
Hey, what's up? Wjbw with you, breaking news badly. Let me see, this microphone sounds awfully high. Is that too high? That's too high. All right, there we go. I think that's just right. Anyway, today is Juneteenth. Do you know what Juneteenth is? It's an important holiday a lot of people do not talk about. Here's something from West.
The official end
Facebook
to
page.
slavery in America. Juneteenth is celebrated every year on June 19th. And joining us today is Elizabeth Thompson from the Wellsville Museum in downtown Orlando. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
June 19th.
Well, we wanted to talk to you to get a little more insight into the history behind this. Can you talk a little about that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. And slavery was such an important part of the economy in the South and business in the South that the Confederacy formed in an effort to break off from the Union. And one of the main things that they were fighting for or disagreed with the Union about was the ability to own slaves.
Wow.
And so, as we know, a war ensued that resulted in the Confederacy losing the war and the Union prevailing. At that time, it was then prevailed upon the Union to let all of the slaves and slave owners know that, in fact, they had been emancipated.
Correct.
Great.
And so this is obviously before internet.
Yeah.
Can't post it on Facebook, can't tweet about it.
Okay, good point. Good point. Okay, so you get the point of that clip. Very informative. So that's what today is. So celebrate with your brothers and sisters, because we are all brothers and sisters. So I'm so sorry if you don't believe that. You're Fred Flintstone. Anyway, Fred Flintstone for president. There, that would be better, I think. Anyway, what is this? Oh, it's a PC building simulator. Oh, it's a video game about building computers. I think that's super smart. Now this, should I share it out there? Anyway, whatever. So it's a video game that teaches you how to build different computers and the ideas behind it. So what was this other thing? Here you go. Something else recently. A pimp wins Republican primary in Nevada. That's a little older. So what is that guy from the Bunny House? The pimp, self-styled as the Trump of Pahrump, wins Republican primary in Nevada. Who's this? Dennis Hoff, who owns several brothels in the state. Well, there you go. So that's That's interesting. We the people. There you go. So, all right. So, the future, the future is African, and the United States is not prepared. This is from the Washington Post. Quick little article there that basically kind of talks about how geography works. I guess that's a good way to say it. What? Oh, this guy. Hold on. This is some guy I saw. And he's commentating on what he bought. Can we get the volume? Where's the... Okay.
You can hardly imagine the joy that I feel as I see the seal, the great seal of the United States of America.
Right.
I can't wait.
Okay.
Crystal, come here. You saw this, didn't you? I know you were excited. You saw... Look,
he's getting something in the mail. He's opening it
seal
up.
of the President of the United States of America. I hope I don't cut my fingers off once I open this up. What? Oh, look! My very own... he signed it himself.
A picture of the current
Matthew
president.
Widener, the great work that you are doing is unprecedented. It is a huge testament that you are so much to keep up the fight.
Okay, there you go. So the guy sent off, I don't know if it was sarcastically or not, but anyway, he recorded it, put it out there, and it's just became content on breaking news badly. If you want to send us stories, you can do that, but more importantly, we try to show love everybody every single week, and that's what we do. Next week, we're going to be live out at Maxine's on Shine. There's Vaudeville Entertainment. That'll be... doing the dinner show they do out there, and we'll be outside. And then throughout the evening, we're going to have probably a special guest and to be announced, and we will speak with some of the performers from the dinner show. So it's a pretty cool little setup, but I think you can join us out there. They'll serve you drinks outside if you want to hang out with us. But that's next week at Maxine's. This is our summer tour. A week after that, we're taking off, and then July, we're going to announce a few dates, and August, just like that also. So little chunks, little 3 dates at a time segment coming at you here for our summer tour, a little more subdued. Perhaps we're getting a little older. We age so much in a year. Anyway, all right, some... closing things out. Oh my God. Pocas Hottest, POCASHOTTEST.com. Delicious hot sauce. Never run out of hot sauce. That's a damn rule in this house. They never run out. Keep it well stocked with hot sauce. ShannonHoldArt.com. Artarmy.org. I believe they're still out there. Orlando Art Army. Go. Do something. Kush Ultra Lounge, Dank Orlando City Smoke Shop, Infotainment.com, and Ear Theater. I see they're out there. They're busy again. Anyway, so that's good. We love and respect each other. We want to show the love every single week, so that's what we're going to keep doing. Hashtag here we go again, mofo. Say hashtag.com hashtag.
Days like this make me feel like shit. I get stressed when my room's a mess. I dyed my hair blue to fit my mood. It feels like deja vu. Quand j'ai les blues, staring at my white wall, the Aaliyah poster. Swear this is the last time I wanna be hungover. I just need to be left alone. I can't even look at my phone. No blue messages on my end. Now you see red 'cause I left you on red. Blue. All I see is, all I feel is blue, blue. All I see is blue, blue, blue. All I feel is blue. All I see is, all I feel is, all I know is blue, 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 blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. La vie en bleu, c'est comme ça. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. La vie en bleu, c'est comme ça.
New York isn't always for you. Can't lie, I miss California. My thoughts moving in slow motion, laying in my bed, dreaming about the ocean. J'ai laissé mon cœur au bord de la mer. J'ai laissé mon cœur au bord de la mer. Staring at my white wall, the Aaliyah poster. Swear this is the last time I wanna be hungover. I just need to be left alone. I can't even look at my phone. No blue messages on my end. Now you see red, 'cause I left you on red. Blue. All I see is, all I feel is blue. Blue. All I see is blue, blue, blue. All I feel is blue. All I see is, all I feel is, all I know is blue. Blue, 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 blue. All I see is, all I feel is, all I feel is blue. To the spot, 2 shots on the rocks, that's true. Yeah. I'm going up, my phone blowing up, that's you. Got me feeling so blue. Got me feeling so blue. Got me feeling so.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Monday night, 7 o'clock, the Wjbw Show.
Yes, I do.
Bye, Felicia.
When you were talking about that Mrs. Limwinchquatch, what was her name?
Delightful.
Talking to the
Linda
microphone.
Batch or something like that.
Mrs. Lynchwatch.
Mrs.
Not
Lynchwatch.
Lynchwatch. All
What
right,
was her
let him
name,
answer.
Mark.
Are you there?
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Lynchwatch. What was her name?
Talking to the microphone there, Joe.
Who?
Mrs. Lynchwatch.
My girl?
Your piano teacher.
No, the piano teacher.
The German lady.
Oh.
Yes, both of you remember me.
Mrs. Lipowitz.
Lipowitz.
There she is.
Okay, see
Mrs.
now.
Lipowitz.
Okay, here we go. So this is a legitimate question here, Mark.
I just want to know, like,
Wow.
do you play to Mrs. Lippenwatch? Do you like secretly like? You always remember her and what you play, and do you wish to get a hold of her today?
Okay.
Do you
I
pen
thought that
pal?
would be a serious-
Wow.
We need to get her on the phone for you.
Mark, I apologize
get a
for all
connection.
this.
I apologize.
Let's get a connection
Okay.
between you and Mrs. Lippenwatch.
She was pretty old when I took lessons from her, so I imagine there's probably
Probably passed.
I hate to even think about it, but
Maybe she's
there's a
still
good
alive.
possibility she may no longer be with us.
I'm sorry to make you think about
should
this.
we go visit her grave and you could play for her?
Oh.
Oh,
Let's-
that is-
let's-
You know,
she's your icon for this, like the what were we calling it earlier?
Yeah,
Honorable mention. Honorable
Yeah.
mention. She's your honorable mention.
But
for
the
me,
thing
right?
was, you never let him finish the story about her.
And now she's coming back.
You know, I mean, he was in the middle of something.
Trust me, I'm going to let him finish.
So you cut him off, and
I
then
love it.
you
I love
did
it when
some-
they finish.
And then she
Trust.
penciled this. You should see her. She's
Hey.
reading from a notebook.
I'm letting him hold off
For the story.
before he finishes.
Okay.
Trust me, he doesn't want to finish so quick. He likes to hold on a little bit.
Oh,
okay.
Is that an offhanded compliment somehow?
I don't know. Ask Mark.
The dynamic in the room.
Mark,
Do you want to
Mark,
finish
instantly
real quick?
shriveled.
Did Jalicious just give you some offhanded comment?
Do you want to
compliment?
finish
I mean,
real quick, or do you want to ride this out a little bit?
oh my!
Don't write it out. Finish it quick.
that is a lucid,
Finish it
that's
quick.
a lucid question.
That
Joe,
is-
and
that-
I'm proud of you for asking.
These
answer.
boys like to cut me off.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. It
Yeah.
seems like there's
Yeah.
a lot of talking going on, and I just want to participate in any way I can. You guys,
Glorious.
That is the
We
most
love you.
awesome answer.
Monday night, 7 o'clock, the Wjbw Show.
Yes, I do.
JBW, Orlando, Florida. The first quasi-radio web show.
Wow. Yeah.